heard about all of the health warnings against vaping. That's after they told you smoking wasn't good. So many people turned to vaping. But there are new concerns about how vaping can prevent you from having the children you want. And joining us on the Factor Uncensored is Dr. Danish Ali from Archpoint Pain Institute. Dr. Ali, we've always had concerns about smoking, but now we have to be concerned about vaping when it comes to fertility. Explain that to us.
That's correct, Isaiah. Historically, we know that smoking cigarettes has been harmful for the children, for child in general, and for development as well. And so, we know that it affects the fertility as it relates to the sperm's motility. It affects development. And what we're seeing now, Isaiah, is that there is an upward trend of fertility issues in folks who have been either actively vaping or have vaped in the past. And so there's new research that's coming out, and there's lots of it done. As you know, Isaiah, there was a big uptick in vaping as it was introduced a couple of decades ago, and there's been a big trend of this. And folks a lot of them have gotten away from cigarettes. However, what we're realizing is that there are some harmful chemicals even in vaping, and that even the nicotine that we already know causes issues in children, that we're seeing that with vaping as well. The even higher concern is the amount of content that you consume of the nicotine when you're vaping. And so all of these are factors that are now affecting fertility. They're affecting children's development. We're seeing that there's developmental delays in children, and as well as development issues such as cleft palate or cleft lips as well. And so these are all alarming and concerning things that we're seeing in folks who have been either actively vaping or have vaped recently with the research that we're seeing.
This is going to be tough news for those who decided to walk away from smoking, seeing vaping, according to them, as a safe alternative or a healthier alternative. But you're running into essentially the same problems that you did with cigarettes.
Yeah, Isaiah, don't get me wrong. I think that tobacco smoking, cigarettes is definitely a lot more harmful because of all the other chemicals that they put in. Vaping has less amount of chemicals for sure. However, what we are seeing is that there is still effects on development and on fertility specifically. And so those are definitely alarming concerns. And that's why folks in the medical community are urging people that vape, if they are planning on becoming pregnant or conceiving or have any plans of such sort, they should at least stop tobacco and nicotine or vaping at least 3 months prior to them getting pregnant.
And does this affect, when it comes to birth defects or abnormalities, does this affect does it matter whether it's the mom or the dad who's vaping? Does it make a difference?
We don't have the data differences yet, Isaiah, but we know that in males specifically, vaping causes sperm motility issues. And so sperm aren't as mobile. Their shape is not as appropriate as it should be, and it doesn't latch on like it should. And so that's why we're seeing a issue with sperms in males specifically who vape. And then in females, what we're seeing is that the eggs is abnormal in its shape because it has to have a specific shape, and it's not conforming to, and also decreases the chances of becoming fertile or becoming pregnant.
So your best advice for anyone out there who may be smoking or vaping close to an attempt to have a child, or for a couple attempting to get pregnant, is to put it down at least, what are you saying, like 3 months in advance?
At least 3 months and before. Put it down before. If you know you're looking to have a child and you're looking to get pregnant, and that's very important, at least 3 months before, and just practicing all the good hygiene and all the other things you can do while stopping the nicotine and vaping and tobacco use.